Alright, in this video, we're going to build a resume. Let's analyze all the complexities involved, and as a founder of a company, I would be looking at all this to make sure I hire the right people. So let's get started. First thing is write your name at the top, followed by your portfolio link or your GitHub link. Then there's the most important thing, your experience. This is where I would be looking as a founder when I first review your resume. So make sure to analyze and perfect it. After that, list your projects as a software engineer. It's very important to showcase your projects. You can do this by putting the project name at the top, followed with a stack and a brief description of the project. 3 to 4 points are enough. Next, list your skills, followed by your education. If you don't have projects, you can swap the order, placing the education below the experience and projects at the bottom. When I hire people, I often shortlist those who have worked in the field before, not those who are just trying to learn. This might be different at the companies you apply to and with the person who is hiring you. So make sure to focus and work on your projects. One more important thing is, for anyone starting off, the only way to stand out is by having a clean-cut resume. Having experience helps, but knowing how to present and convey that experience is even better. It is true that references help when applying to any companies, but when applying to really large tech companies, referrals are so common that they are treated exactly the same as a cold application. It's hard to believe. Understand that 40% of all of your jobs are found through referrals. That means 60% are found without one. Cold applications work, it's just about how to make them work. And when you cold apply, all you get to cold apply with is your resume. To anyone who's been struggling, here are the 9 most common mistakes I noticed when hiring the perfect candidate for a software engineer position. I'll list them one by one. Number 1 is don't repeat yourself. Don't write 4 more bullets on that. Save that room for other important details about yourself. Number 2 is, as a founder, I always stress on the importance of working well with others. When I hire someone, I look for people who have worked with product managers and UX designers. This teamwork experience is crucial when you're applying for a software engineer role. Number 3 is talk about your impact. Impact is why that bullet point matters. If you can clearly explain why the impact of your work matters, then it shows you can see the brighter picture, that everything you do is for the end user. Number 4 is please format it. If the resume is painful to look at, whoever looks at it will just move on to the next one. It doesn't matter how much experience you have if it's not inviting to the readers. So make it easier for them by using single line bullet points with relaxed margins. Number 5 is experience is greater than completion. It's 100% okay to put unfinished projects or work on your resumes. It's more important that the candidate knows the material and not whether it was actually done. Leading a project halfway still counts as leading a project. Number 6 is use recognizable words. Is it really unethical to put software engineer instead of software development engineer for the Amazon experience? Well, the job responsibilities are exactly the same. Don't complicate things using companies' exclusive titles that nobody else uses, like front-end UX software engineer 1. The next point is speak engineering. Give the impression you're a software engineer by including more engineering vocabulary. Talk about unit tests, deployments, version controls, Jira tickets, latency, databases, API calls, and distributed systems. The more you sprinkle engineering vocabulary, the easier it is to trust that the candidate is a software engineer. And the number 8 is keep it simple. A resume is meant to be read quickly. Simple things are read quickly. So make it simple. The resumes actually became less impressive the more cluttered it gets. And number 9 is important experience is greater than every experience. Everyone has a ton of things they could write on their resumes, but that doesn't mean that they should. Write the things that stand out the most for the roles you're applying for. There just isn't enough room on one page for everything. So, what are my closing thoughts? Well, getting an interview is just a number of games with this formula, which is resume quality into applications, which is equal to total interviews. If you're applying with a blank piece of paper, you shouldn't be surprised to get 0 responses. If you apply with an amazing resume, you'll find yourself having too many interviews to go through. Invest in the quality of your resume before praying and spraying applications. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.